Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, I would like to pray to the god of dislikes that my recent Lego build of the periodic table of scarcity that I showed last night, all the elements with how rare they are in the earth, gets accepted to Lego Ideas. I pray that I make a few $1 million on that. And also, I pray that some of the metals that I own, the reason I built the periodic table was that one of my students had brought a periodic table to class, and it inspired me to collect various elements on the periodic table. I pray that some of the elements that I collect become really valuable one of these days. Uh, for example, bismuth is considerably rarer than silver. It's almost as rare as gold. Thallium isn't so rare, but we only mine 10 tons of it every year. It's very dispersed in our environment. It doesn't come in big chunks like how gold and bismuth do, right? And pray that some of those metals become valuable. I learned the hard way that life is very challenging if you don't hit it big in one way or another. So I had difficulty with roommates. Right now, I'm looking for good roommates. It's tricky. And I'm hanging out in my car at the moment. Yesterday, I got into a shit show with security at a library. What had happened was I was in the middle of uploading a video and also rendering some Legos. And the security guard shouts in a really loud way, not very sensory friendly, I want to say, that the library is closing in 5 minutes. I mean, it's not very sensory friendly, for one. I'm going to complain about that at some point. And also, I thought he was mistaken about the time. You see, I'm very obsessed with synchronizing my clocks because I love stargazing. And so I know what the official time is. Very seldom is my computer or even my clock on the car off by more than 60 seconds. And so I told him, I think it's only 5:53, not 5:55. And he could have said, you know what, we have to go. I'm sorry, something like that. Instead, he gets really defensive and says there's a million different clocks in the world. Your clock is not special, or something to that effect. And I said, excuse me? And he got very defensive, and he said I needed to leave the library if I'm going to be loud like that. And he grabbed my computer, and I told him, that's a very expensive computer. Please be careful with it. It's $10,000. And that upset him even more. He threatened to break the computer. And long story short, I did not handle that as well as I could have. But you know what? It's when after I left the library, I went to Google if anybody had any reviews of the library, and obviously a lot of different individuals hang out in the library. The security guard has probably seen it all, which is probably part of the problem. But I'll give it some time to blow over before I complain. I hope to get this guy Donald Trump from his job. I had another security guard, Donald Trump, from a job at a grocery store not that long ago, actually. And the one who kicked me out of the store when I had COVID, I probably could have gotten him Donald Trump as well. I was so bogged down with other crap at the moment in my life, though.